everybody, welcome back to Bluebird Pottery. My first video in 2026. I'm so excited to show you what I've been doing for the past couple of months. I know it was been Christmas, we've been busy, and the last few months was exciting because of the festive season and the magical entertainments and all that happening. And and I've got something new to show you for this year. I'm so glad I've actually bought it. It actually helps a lot. And it helps me. My first couple of tries on it, I did struggle to get it, but once you got the technique, once you do it constantly every day, you actually go faster, quicker, and it's much easier. I must say, I enjoy. It's like I can't stop making mugs now, and I'm so happy I bought this. I'm like so happy, and it's exciting. Every time I come stand here, I know I actually can finish a bulk of mugs, you know, and then the next day or later the evening, I can actually put handles on. Before, I used to do it step by step, but now I can do it all in one and then just add the handles on later the day. So these are the items. As you can see, one is on my wheel already, and these are the extra ones that you can actually buy, or you can buy them in a set. So these are bought by Alexandria Pottery. They are dirty because I've been using them, and I've been using them every day. So I've got the cone shape, I've got the tall mug, and I've got the like a soup mug, a fat mug I call it, and then I've got the standard mug on my machine. And I bought them by Alexandria Pottery. You can go on Google, and they do have loads of videos how you can actually do it. They show their way, makes it easier, and I follow their way also. And there's a few things that I've changed to make it easier for me. But at the end of the day, it does work. So it comes with also with a clip where you just clip it on. So I've got a clip on my wheel, and then as you can see, these ends will be clipped onto the, but I'll show you, I'll do a closer catch up video, closer video, how I work it on the wheel and how I set it up. So I'm first going to show you, I do my cut out. I use a cardboard and I do my cut out first. This size I found out is a bit too small, but it's fine because what I do, I kind of stretch it and then I just kind of put it around. It's just a little bit too small. So it should be 12" by 3.8 or close to 4. So you can cut it on your wheel, but I like it to be exact. So when I put it on, it just folds perfectly. So I've got it perfectly to what I want. So it's not easy to cut this out. And then I cut it out in slabs. As you can see, I do my ends also. I do both sides. As you can see, that is just on the plastic. So it fits nicely around. So I'll show you how. So once I've cut it out, so once I've cut my slabs out, I have a whole lot on this side laying on plastic. Let me just quick show you. What I'll do is I'll take little photos, add it onto the video so you can see what I do. And then as you can see, I put some powder on it so it just doesn't stick to my wheel. And as I put it on, it goes on nicely, comes off easily, goes on nicely. So that's enough of me talking, and then I'm going to show you all the steps. So before you start, you need to first just set yourself up with your bottom, your stamp at the bottom. I put my stamp on at the bottom, but like I say, Alexandria Pottery do have loads of videos. They even on Facebook, just punch in Alexandria Pottery and you will see all the videos on there. And then it's so easy to do. Once you get used to it, you can just carry on and just do it. And I've done a few that's finished already. So let's get to it. I'm not gonna be talking. You're gonna be seeing me doing it and how it. So your first step is cut your temple out, plan ahead, get your bottoms, get your slabs all ready, and then you can do it all by your wheel. Okay, here we go. Okay, the first thing is you do your template, you cut out your slab, and I'm going to show you how I use the Alexandria Pottery mugs. So this is how it looks. This is the clip-on, the clip-on thing that you put on your wheel. and then you can just clip this in, and it works with any of the other ones. You got different sizes there because they have different types of mugs, cups, bowls, saucers, so you kind of different sizes, and it will click onto the size that suits the mug, cup, or whatever you buy, whatever you will buy. Okay, so what you have to do also, because of the wheel that spins, and because you're going to be pressing on here, you're going to need little clay just to keep this down a bit. But that's all you have to do. Just squeeze it, and then it's secure. So now the next step is you got your slab all cut out to the mug, to the size of your item you bought. You put little powder on, so this will not stick to the mug. Once you've got that wrapped around, don't put a lot of water on or slip, just a little, just to kind of, your clay, I think it's best to use it when it's leather hard, not too hard. When you kind of fold it in shape, you don't want to see dryness. So you just need to kind of make sure your clay won't be too hard to go around. I think you can still do it, you know, just keep it kind of nice, and once you tidy it up, it will be fine. But for me, at this leather hard or just nice kind of stiff that you can still move it and it's not too wet and it's not too dry, works perfectly. So what you do next now is just nicely fold it over, blend the seam in. So I do kind of upward movements, as you can see there. Don't worry that much about the lines because that we're going to fade away once we move it. Give it a good squeeze because it will help with the inside. The line will be just a fine line. Sometimes there's no line, sometimes there's a fine one, and it works perfectly out. What I normally do is I keep my hands on it. I let the machine go slowly, just slowly. So I want to still feel that it's loose on here. So I just go slowly, and as you can see, the wheel is turning, but my hand is still standing still. And that's perfect to show me that it's still loose, it's still perfect. I got my tool here that my husband made. So I just give it a bit of a score on top. And then again, not a lot of slip, not a lot of water, just on the end of it, just nicely. And then I've got the bottom part, I put my stamp on, and I score it around at the bottom also. I lay it on top, just make sure it's just perfectly in line with it. As you can see there, if I go around, I just give it a bit of a squeeze on the end, not too much, and then I use my rib, and then I go slowly, I give it a squeeze, first on top, keep it angled to the side, and I move it slowly down. There will be little pieces that comes off, but that's fine. I'll work it down, work it up, curve the bottom. Just want to make sure I've got it perfectly curved. While I'm at it, I use my wet rib, soft one. I give it a smooth over. I run it down the side, back up, make the edges smooth down the side. What I do again, I use my rib. I don't want too much water on it. So I'm taking the water off again. So once I got that done, I just go with the dry rib again, not too dry, just kind of smooth it again out. You don't want it too wet, too dry. And that's it. So my next step is, I just want to make sure the bottom is loose. You can use your tool, put it in there, put it in, let the machine go around slowly. But what I do is, I kind of just keep the bottom, I let it go slowly, and I can see it's loose. Just want to make sure it's loose. Yeah, it's loose. Let me just quickly. Yeah, it's loose. Just go one time around. Okay, and then just slide it off like that. As you can see, it's still on the rib of the tool. And then comes off like that. And as you can see, there's just a little line, and then we just kind of fade this in. Once I clean up, I kind of just rub that in. It's not big enough. Just give a bit of a clean inside along the edges. And then later today I'll put the handle on. That's so easy to do. And then I'll just put that back on, do the next one, and the next one, all in one. Before I used to do it step by step, and each mug I done it piece by piece, fold, rub. Sometimes this is not nicely round, but now it's perfect the way it is. I can just clean up a little bit, do the rim. Easy. Right, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.